Alright, welcome back to our paper mill. Last time we were talking about clearing up this area. I already started. I'll just quickly give you an idea of, so we ended here. I continued along clearing this area. I left some of this because we still want to have some drivable road. But I will show you what's been going on really. So all these smaller trees we just collect this. Let's see if we can get a good view. There we go. Those I immediately just drop up here on the road. Then we can start working on some of the larger trees. So I usually, well, it's a bit unlucky, but it's okay. At this stage we're just trying to cut down as much as possible. So let's see if we can get this one as well. Quickly, I would just run over them with the chainsaw. Stop. And then connect them up. So now it's connected to the yada. I'll just lift it up slowly to roughly that height and I'll send it off to base. So while that is going, I can then continue with more trees. Let's take these two. That's a big one. There we go. Then I will look down to the yada, I will release and call it back. See, it's coming back now. Let's get this guy out of the way. Too heavy, that's fine. Lift it up. I usually like to take 50% height from ground to the wire and send it off. gives me an okay result at the end, so most of the logs will stay in a reasonable pile instead of just being scattered all over the place, because if they are all over the place, it takes a long time to get them picked up and moved around. So the more we can get them aligned going down with the yarder, the smaller the cleanup process afterward is. Come on. There we go. Basically all the smaller trees I drop up here on the road goes to the what's it called? Wood chipper on top of the hill up here. Again, release, recall. So slowly working our way through the area using the yarder. Go, send that off. In the meantime, I can show you what I do with the smaller trees and bushes, everything we don't want. Just gonna grab these. There we go. Just gonna leave everything on. Then we're gonna drive up to the wood chipper. Release the yarder, recall. That's a big tree. Let's see, it says 3.9 tons. The yarder has a maximum of 3 tons. Let's see, down right, mass 3.9 tons. So it will not be able to pull this up, so we're just gonna cut it somewhere. There we go. Let's just pull that up. You see that luck? It's dangerous work. Off you go. Oh, in one of the early episodes, we actually, by accident, grew a lot of these dogberry trees. And finally, I found a mod so you can actually get a wood chipper to put on the front of a machine, and you would actually be able to cut them into wood chips directly. Which I find really interesting, because I don't see any other purpose for them in terms of production, except they are decorative. That's really all they do. They look nice. Too big. So once I cleared large enough area, just park this guy out of the way, release, call back. And I start working with the tractor. Make sure the front tool is selected, start up the mulcher. Kinda go to town on all of these tree stumps. Also some of the bushes. The bushes is mainly because it's hard to see what's going on. Once the area sort of cleared out, switch to back to start just getting that initial cultivation in. So like we talked about in the last episode, this tractor is not really strong enough for these tasks, so we definitely need to look into a bigger machine, and it definitely shows once you start working on slopes like this. While the terrain is level and flat, super easy, no issues at all. But just a little incline or something, then you can really feel it's struggling. Like here, it's barely able to pull up. Of course, if you were to do this in real life, you would have a lot of problems with the machinery, of course, because clearly untouched forest bottom is completely overgrown, and there would be a lot of challenges just riding through it. Let's skip these we missed before. So this is of course also a way of turning a forest into farming land, right? I remember when the Platinum DLC came out, there was a lot of complaints about not enough farming land. Well, actually, I think it's a great opportunity to learn about creating your own farmland. Unfortunately, I only think it's possible if you do some sort of modding, because I don't think by default we can create fields like this anywhere in the game. There's still one that's too big, right? Let's fix that. So 3.3 tons, it's just too heavy for the Gator. But let's just make a cut, let's say around here. Hopefully that's more than 300. It's 400. And where's the last lock? It's over here. That's 1 ton. This one is 700, that's 2 tons. Where's the cut? It's right here. Ah, okay. Let's just get rid of these two initially. Then we can take these in the next step. So this is less than 3, yeah, 2.8, that's perfect. So basically now I just need to work my way up until we reach the end of the yard. Or for the wood chipper. Actually got one more right here. 2. Let's take this one on the right. Yes. So I have a few friends that are playing Farming Simulator, and one of them, he was like approaching me and saying, "Oh, he's playing the new map as well, or newish Silver Run." But he really hated forestry. So, but he's really into roleplay. He has a server where he has a lot of role-playing friends. So we made this agreement. I showed up as a hired contractor to clear out some forest on his server. So basically I showed up with these 2 John Deeres, a truck and a crane to load the truck, and then I cleared out some fields. I also had a tractor with the equipment, a mulcher and a plow. And that actually turned out great. It was really funny. Best part was a few of them, those other guys, they were in between. They really do a lot of cow farming, and it seems like that's all they care about. So they just want to make silage all the time, which I find extremely boring. But they actually came over and helped with the plowing after I removed the trees and the tree stumps. That was funny. Oh, we missed that one. There we go. Just go to the other stack. Let's get the yard back, so release, return. And we can get rid of the long log here. Go. It's hard to see what. Oh, there we go. Can just see it. So if we grab it here, should be fine. Pull, and off you go. I'm not allowed to cut this tree. Why not? Do I not own this? I do own it. You can see it's right on the circle here. Well, I also found some of those down near the lake I'm unable to cut. But this one is okay. Had to release it, it was too heavy. Yada, release, return. There we go. So that's one thing I really enjoy about it. So even though I'm driving in a machine, it still follows me. That's really nice. See, we need to move them a bit over. Luckily we got the John Deere down here that can help us with this. So that's 3.9, 3.8, 1.4. Let's just pull that guy out. Just gonna lower it a bit. Just to quickly chainsaw it, so most of the logs I already moved up. We can go and take a look now. They are without branches. How much is here actually? 1.4. Then we can also bring this one. Maybe. So if I release that, I grab this, pull it over, grab this, there we go. Halfway up, send it down. Let's go and take a look. See how bad it is. I haven't really been down there since we started this new area. There we go, so you can see the logs are coming in. We release. It's not so bad. It's a few needs a little chainsawing. But in general, not bad. So from this point we need to get all the lumber down to paper mill and sawmill. But it's looking good. Looks like also for the first time in, what episode is this? 16, 17? we finally need to fuel this tractor. And it's been going from quite early. We got this tractor pretty early because it was on a discount. And it's been pretty good. The only thing I wish it had more of is horsepower. I sometimes run into issues where it's not really strong enough. It gets the job done, but it's a pain. Oh, what have we here? We found a rock we missed somehow. And we were doing the rock crushing. Just want to get all the tree stumps. just gonna push them together so it's easier to pick them up with the John Deere. With the log grabber. Another thing, the mulcher can, so a tree like this, you can just take it down. There we go, and we made it all the way up to the lake, basically. We have this small lake here. I could do something about the wire. We could move it over. As you can see, it's connected to that tree. Which is also why we couldn't cut it before. Now I realized it. It's because it's hooked up here. We should actually move it a bit over before we plant this area so we can pull those trees down. Let's call it up before we... so release, return. How far can we reach? Can we reach this? Yes, 3 tons too heavy. What about this one? 3.9, 3.8. Two point 1.8. So if we make this one maybe this size. Yes, 1.5. Oh, was it 1.8? Yeah, then it's not gonna work. Just take that. Off you go. Trying to separate a few out because 5 next to each other is too much. So one thing I noticed a lot in Farming Simulator, when you pull logs, you can see they're sliding off to the right. It's this weird fake physics effect we also see when I complain about the pallets. Because there is a small, very small slope to the right. It feels like it's a good idea to pull over there. So we need to consider what do we actually want to put in this field. You have to remember we're expanding down this way to the left. Not completely down. We'll leave a lot of it because there's a stream down here. And of course we need to conserve it. So if we go down here, you can see this part. So I think maybe 5 meters up like this is the distance we want to keep to the stream. But of course there's also some limitations that we already know. But of course also the trees on the side really help guide the lumber coming down. Previously installed a DLC package with some concrete barriers, and we talked about maybe adding them on the side so when we pull wood down it would stay on that side. So the forest path we're taking here, we need, the rock we're missing up there, but actually so let's like it to go up to the left. So up this way, and then possibly over like this somehow. So we reach the top up to the lake. But also this lake kind of limits our expansion options for this field. So I would say this is the limit up here, and then out to the road, and over here, of course, well, to the slope actually, because we don't want to work down slope here. Again, weird as physics. Somehow the hook is acting like a magnet. It's just I don't know. Yeah. Oh. 1.5, 2.3. So of course all these small trees are usually so light you can actually carry them by hand. I just don't want to do that. I want to use the machine. Let's see how much we can get up there. Oh, we actually got a back road up here, right? So we could go up this way. Let's try. Okay, it's not really a road. Could be a road. Maybe very soon it will be. The spruce is also coming along nice. And again, I mentioned it before, the only reason we are not cutting down the things we have planted is because we are still clearing. So we're gonna leave everything up until we have, let's say, cleared enough for it for us to, before it actually makes sense to start thinking about it. Looks like the lumber is starting to spill over. That means we need to move the yard a bit, take down the wire, clean up the area again. But that should also be lumber for a long time down there. This one is too heavy. And I guess this one is as well. This one is not. We can just leave that for now and bring up the wheel loader to clean up that mess. Oh yeah, big mess down here. paper mill is still full. Now there's backup lumber. So let's just grab a stack for the sawmill as well. So what I found is the best way is, so first we turn this off. We remove the yard rope, and then we bring the tractor down and just move this over. Then we use the wheel loader to push these around a bit so we can grab them and pull them away. And this guy we'll just keep in the area for now, because we will be clearing out more up here, just to make it a nice setup. This guy will come back later, so let's just park this one here and this one here for now. Beautiful. Now we can start working on this mess. And we need to remember to check for cedar, so we stop renting them. It's a waste of money. I've been renting one every time we create a new field. I'm still wondering where the last pallets of spruce went. Because I looked back in some of the previous episodes and we actually had 2 pallets standing right here of the dogwood pine or dogwood berry and 2 pallets of spruce, but somehow they went missing. I guess I have to speak with the employees. Anyway, 1 hour is up. Long episode, sorry about that. No, I'm not. I'm just saying it. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. hope you enjoyed. I did enjoy. It was nice to just do some simple wood logging. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.